Hey, this is Dr. Ernst, host of the Ask Dr. Ernst Show, and I am holding in my hands my newest ebook, A Functional Approach to Weight Loss. Check this out. Chapter 1, Why Their Way Isn't the Way. Why dieting and exercising doesn't work for weight loss. Watch this. Chapter 2, The Magic Pill for Weight Loss. It's not a pill, it's your chiropractor. How the vagus nerve helps you to lose weight. Chapter 3, Dr. Ernst's secret method to 10 to 15 pounds in 4 weeks. It has shopping lists, recipe packs, everything you need, including meal plans, and I guarantee you, you will lose weight. We have why calorie counting doesn't work, the complexity of human metabolism, how the fact that your vagus nerve regulates your hunger, your digestive effects, and even your fat storage. If you want to lose weight fast, download this ebook for free right now. Text the word weight loss with your name and email to 704-906-2094. That's 704-906-2094. There's a free gift with a free masterclass. 704-906-2094.
Beyond wine, we really care about health. The health of the planet and the health of each other. That's what inspired us to start this business. Our family of team members meets every morning for a group meditation, followed by an open gratitude session. We believe a sound mind with a focus on peace is the best instrument for change. Joint meditation is the cornerstone of our company culture, and it helps us remember what's important, spreading joy and love, just like our family growers. Our family is a collection of passionate, health-conscious individuals who love to laugh and enjoy each other's company. We eat seasonally, grow our own vegetables, cook together, and share wine. Our team is incredibly dedicated to our mission. Everything from sourcing the wines to answering service questions. Your natural wines are found and sourced around the world by our wine team. They taste every one, oversee their lab testing, and choose exactly which ones go in which box. If you order, your individual box will be packed by our incredibly hardworking fulfillment team. If you have any questions, your service requests will be handled by a wonderfully loving member experience family who only have one goal in mind, your 100% happiness. This video is put together by our talented media team, filmed and edited in-house, just like the rest of our artful media. From our unique creations to our printed lifestyle piece called A Matter of Taste. We put love into everything we do, and we hope to share it with you.
Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Guys, it's the first Saturday of June. How exciting is this? Welcome to the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. My name is Dr. Ernst, and today I have what I believe to be one of the coolest concepts. We talked last week about the hormonal approaches to weight loss. Well, today we're going to dive straight into this one big one, which is weight loss resistance. Like, what the heck is this thing? And how do we overcome it the right way? Last week I told you it's all about your hormones. The week before that I told you it's all about your nervous system. Now we're going to merge those together and give you the secrets and the tips and the techniques to burning fat so fast you overcome this bad boy, which is the hardest thing on the planet to do, the resistance. No matter how much you diet, you lose 10, 15, but you plateau out. No matter how much you exercise, you lose 10, 15, but you plateau out. No matter what you do, starving yourself, injecting yourself, hormones, the new weight loss drugs, which, by the way, don't even get me started on that. The semaglutides, the Ozempics, the Wegovias, the Mounjaros. Like, guys, they're all being sued left and right because what they found out is, ready for this? You lose more muscle than fat. Look, you're supposed to lose about 2/3 fat and only 1/3 muscle when you lose weight. It's normal to lose muscle mass when you lose weight, especially if you lose 50 pounds. Like, I hope you realize this. If you lose 50 pounds, you're not losing 50 pounds of fat. Just you're not. 2/3 of that should be fat and 1/3 should be muscle. But guys, they're finding out. The doctors, it's all over TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. I hope I'm not bursting a bubble. If you're injecting the semaglutides, that's Mounjaro, Wegovia, Ozempic, to lose weight. Ready for this? You're losing 2/3 muscle and only 1/3 fat, which means you're gaining fat. That's nuts. You're gaining fat, even though you're losing weight. Like, I hate to say it. There's all these Facebook support groups. I get emails all the time as a physician. Yes, I'm a holistic physician, and I get physicians' emails, and they say stuff like, Dr. Ernst, if you prescribe, this, you can make this, and we can sell it to you for this. And guys, it's like $1,000 a week to get these injectables. Now they're coming out with pill versions of it. For $450 instead of $1,000, you can swallow semaglutide, but it's very dangerous because it makes you lose muscle mass more than fat. So while you might have lost 100 pounds, most of it was your bone density and your muscles, which makes you weak and thin rather than strong and thin. So we're going to talk today about weight loss resistance, and I'm giving away my ebook, okay? It's the functional approach to weight loss, and it has everything inside of here. Like, check this out. Look, Chapter 1, why their way isn't the way. Chapter 2, chiropractic as the magic pill for weight loss. That was our show 2 weeks ago. Number 3, the secret method to lose 10 to 15 pounds in those 4 weeks. That was last week. Hormones. Then we have a 4-week meal plan, a 4-week shopping list, a 4-week guide. I think it's cool to talk about, calories. Listen to this. Breaking the myth. Why calorie counting doesn't guarantee weight loss. That's pretty cool, isn't it? How about this one? The magic pill for weight loss. Your chiropractor. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, on the studio, I brought in Dr. Nick Insolia from Cornerstone Health Centers here in Charlotte. He talked about how the vagus nerve is a key regulator. We even have information on how to get your vagus nerve tested using spinal thermography, using digital x-ray assessments. It's all here in the book, guys. The book is yours free. 704-906-2094. Please, for the love of God, take a moment, and I promise you, it costs you nothing but the time it takes for you to just simply pick your phone up. If you want that to go away, see how that lady's struggling? Look at this. She can't do it. Can't do it. Can't get the button. And I give up. Okay, that is weight loss resistance right there. So we're going to talk today about how you break out of this. How do you get out of weight loss resistance and get your body burning fat super fast? Mostly today is going to be the nuts and bolts, the what do we do, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and don't forget, all during the show today, 704-906-2094. Weight loss resistance. You can make this thing go away. You can lose 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 pounds when you do it right. How does weight loss resistance differ from conventional weight loss challenges that people face? Man alive. It was a question that was asked after the last show. How is it that weight loss resistance is different than people who have difficulty with losing weight from the way they do it normally. So again, when someone is dieting and exercising, that's the conventional way. And it becomes resistant, right? We run into this point. It's like, I lost 5 and I can't seem to lose more. Or I lost 10 and I can't seem to lose more. That's the difference, guys. Conventional methods will help you to lose some amount of weight, a limited amount, 10, 15, and you're stuck. Weight loss resistance is this. I still have 40 more to go, and no matter what I do, it won't work. So the common signs and symptoms that this is you, again, we talked about this last week, difficulty despite doing everything right. If you are literally a CrossFitter and a vegan and you're stuck, you have weight loss resistance. If you plateau after losing the initial weight that you lost, some people can lose 5 with no problems and then they're just stuck. It happens a lot. I have a lot of patients. Dr. Ernst, I had no problem losing the first 20. I have 40 more to go, and those 40 won't come off. That's weight loss resistance. How about this? Gaining weight even though you're doing healthy activities. I work out 3 times a week. I eat paleo, and I'm putting pounds on. That can be weight loss resistance. What are the underlying causes? We talked last week. This is a big cause, guys, hormone imbalance. If your thyroid is off balance, if your cortisol is off balance, if your insulin's off balance, if leptin and ghrelin are out of balance, you can have weight loss resistance. Another thing I want to talk to you about today is a chronic inflammatory nutrient deficiency state due to usually toxic exposures. So we have to talk about that. And we mentioned how hormones are one of the biggest reasons for this weight loss resistance. So last week, some of the feedback was, it was such an awesome show, but where was the nuts and bolts? So today is nuts and bolts. Ready? Let's start with your thyroid gland. This is by far the most important hormone gland that you have to lose weight, simply because here's what your thyroid does. It makes your body work. So it tells it what to do. Specifically, thyroid hormones upregulate your metabolism. So they make you burn fat faster. Thyroid hormones make you make more energy. They physically turn the citric acid cycle on, and they turn it like an engine spitting out energy. Watch this. Thyroid hormones actually go in and stimulate the DNA of your cells to make enzymes and proteins. So you can't live without thyroid hormones. And the problem is, so many people have dysregulated thyroid hormones, and they don't know it because they haven't been diagnosed. Just like there is pre-diabetes. Well, you don't have diabetes enough for us to put you on drugs, so we're going to call it pre-diabetes. But we're not going to do anything. We're just going to say it's pre. That's the doctors, right? You don't have a bad enough thyroid for us to prescribe, so we're going to say it's normal. Be very, very careful with this phrase, okay? There's no such thing as a pre-diabetic. You're either diabetic or you're not. You're in like first trimester diabetes. How many of you would walk up to a pregnant lady and be like, you're not pregnant. You're only in first trimester. You do not have the disease called pregnancy. We see this, enlarged belly, but you're just overweight. You're not actually pregnant. You have to get to second trimester to be diagnostically pregnant. That's ridiculous. Yet we do this with resistances. Well, your A1C is not 6.5, it's 6.0, so you don't have diabetes. You have pre-diabetes. Now watch, thyroid. Well, your TSH is only 4.6. It needs to be 4.9 or 5 before we prescribe, so you don't have a thyroid problem. We're just going to watch it. No, that's already pre-hypothyroid. So if we start with the thyroid, right, it's a gland in your neck, and when it works, it makes you lose weight. It's that simple. It makes you energetic. It is like if your thyroid's not working, I want you to think of it like this. It'd be like as if somebody pushed the slow motion video recorder. You know that one where you're like, that's what not having an active thyroid is like. You're slow in your motion. You're slow in your body's ability to burn fat. Thyroid hormones are a key metabolic regulator. I want you to listen to this. Body temperature, heart rate, the amounts of sweat you produce. When your thyroid is out of balance, all kinds of chaos happens. Now, ready for this? Fixing a thyroid is a little bit complicated because there's 3 or 4 primary things that can go wrong with the thyroid. Number 1, maybe your brain isn't telling your thyroid, how to secrete the hormone properly. Everybody heard TSH. I know you have thyroid stimulation hormone. Thyroid stimulation hormone. Ready? TSH. Well, that comes from your hypothalamic pituitary process. So what happens is, thank you for texting. Okay, guys, 704-906-2094. Guess what this does? You're texting in to grab a functional approach to weight loss. Dr. Ernst's guide. Okay, many of you are texting right now. I can hear you pinging. The ebook is yours for free. There's 4 weeks of meal plans, shopping lists, recipe packs, all kinds of stuff, plus all the information you need to break through from weight loss resistance. So we're giving it away for free. And next week, can you believe it? It's like right around the corner. I'm hosting a free live masterclass where we're going to discuss the simple tests you can get that will show you why you're resistant and losing weight. And you'll have a whole plan already laid out for you. Now, you have to understand thyroid. Thyroid is massively involved. So maybe your brain is not secreting the correct amount of releasing hormone. There's TRH, thyroid releasing hormone. That hormone comes from your brain and tells your thyroid it goes to the hypothalamic pituitary process and tells it to release the stimulation hormone. So what if it's an upstream thyroid issue? Brain to thyroid isn't working. Now watch this. What if it's in the thyroid? The enzymes that make the thyroid hormone might be inefficient. Usually this is because of an autoimmunity. And so you can have a production problem. Or watch this. You can have a conversion problem. Thyroid's working perfect. The hormones come out. They go into the liver, but they're not being converted into the active. So there's 3 main subcategories. Is it a brain issue? Is it a production issue? Or is it a conversion issue? This is why thyroids you have to test. Like you can't fix a thyroid just by throwing meds at it. Well, what you'll do actually is you'll make the thyroid test look good, but it's not going to fix the problem. And this is what every thyroid patient says. I don't know. I still feel like I have all my symptoms, even though my doctor says my tests are normal. If that's you, pay attention. Okay, insulin resistance. We talked about this last week. When your insulin is high, you will not burn fat, period, because insulin stimulates a sort of genesis, a production of fat. You can actually make fat. Do you guys know that? Your bodies can make fat. You can make sugar. You can make muscle tissue. You can make skin. You can make a lot of things. This is like a machine, right? It's like a factory. It makes stuff. Managing insulin is not just about cutting down carbohydrates, right? Watch this. If you were to go 0 carb, your body will still make sugar because you can't live without glucose, but that doesn't mean you need to be eating a lot of it. Proponents of this concept will say, I shouldn't go 0 carb because that's not good for the human body. Well, actually, your body is so smart that if you went 0 carb for like 3 weeks, you will make your own sugar because you can't live without it. But it will keep it in the normal range between 70 and 90. It won't let it go up to 150. So see, a lot of you are just eating your way into your diabetes. So we have thyroid that needs to be balanced. We have insulin that needs to be balanced. We have cortisol. And the problem with cortisol is this, because some of you asked this. You're like, look, I already know I have adrenal stress issues. I'm stressed out, I'm so stressed. Like even just the tiniest thing just pushes me off the edge. Okay, so how do I fix it? Okay, so yes, you may need to have some adaptogenic herbs. Yes, you might need to do some things to help you calm down and relax. Go for a walk. Start doing yoga. Begin some prayer and meditation. Scheduled self-time. Find a hobby that you like, something that brings you joy. And if you understand the interplay between your thyroid and insulin resistance and your adrenal glands, you'll find that often when you start working on one, the rest of them get better. So we have the gut, which is wildly important. We have your microbiome. And so here's the thing about this. Most people don't understand that you can't diet your way into a healthy gut. Going vegan doesn't seal an intestines. Going keto doesn't seal your intestines. Carnivore won't even seal your intestines. You have to understand that your intestines are like a bustling city inside your body. There's trillions of bacteria, and they're all interplayed and all connected. So I want you to think of it as like this metropolis of health. And balancing a gut is not just chucking probiotics at it or fasting or juice cleansing, because so many people will email us, hey, thanks for your show on weight loss resistance, and I went to the grocery store and I bought some probiotics and now my gut is clean. Studies show that there are a significant number of types of bacteria. We're talking like into the 3,000 strain level, probably even more. So putting 5 lactobacillus or acidophilus or bacillus subtilis, putting 5 different strains into a city that has like 3,000 different native species. Come on, I hate to say it. It'd be like putting 1 Caucasian, 1 Puerto Rican, 1 Colombian, 1 Irish, and 1 Scotsman into a China city and being like, yep, we balanced it. You guys understand? Like millions and millions of Chinese in China, and you put 5 different cultures, Africa, Europe, Sweden, US, and South America. You put 5 people representing those countries into a city street bustling in China. No way have you balanced out that environment. And it's the same thing with your gut. See, so many people think, oh, I took a probiotic or I eat kimchi, now I'm good. Okay, your gut is so intimately connected with your immune system that you have to understand improving your gut is more than just eating less or eating more. You have to physically nourish what you already have there that's good and help kill down what's bad. So it begins actually much more simple than you can understand. Okay, ready? Or that you would think, right? It's so easy. Ready? You just increase the prebiotic bases. This is going to be things like high fiber fruits and vegetables. Okay, so bacteria will take this fiber that's found in like artichokes and bananas and nuts and seeds, and these short chain fatty acids will be produced. So watch, fiber turns into what's called an SCT, a short chain triglyceride, which helps your body to actually increase the production of certain bacteria in your intestines. And guess what that does? It helps you to lose weight. In fact, there's companies that have even figured out, if I sell you a jar of SCT, short chain triglycerides, not to be confused with MCT, median chain triglycerides, or LCTs, long chain triglycerides. I know it's tricky, isn't it? There are companies that are selling jars of SCT oils, and people are cooking with them and going, oh my God, all I did was I added SCTs and I lost 5 pounds, I lost 10 pounds, I lost 15 pounds. Well, it's because they're getting into the science. Fiber is converted into short chain fatty acids. Short chain fatty acids help you to burn more fat. And get this, they seal the intestines. One of the greatest short chain fatty acids on the market today is called butyric acid. And it's something you could take. Like you could just take it like a capsule. Boom, take butyric acid. Okay, so if you address the concept that you need to feed what you have in you rather than trying to add more to it. Right? If I want to get the Chinese streets cleaned up in the analogy, I know it's China and Chinese. I don't know why I picked it, but ready? Chinese, millions of people. If I want to fix those streets and make it more aligned and make it more efficient, I should just work with those people rather than saying, here's 5 different nations represented by 5 people and drop them inside that city street and say, now you guys go clean it up. That's not going to work. That's what a probiotic is. Doesn't work. Okay, so detoxing, again, another huge, crucial component towards health, well-being, and weight loss. Because remember, we're trying to find the hidden obstacles. Why aren't you losing weight? Okay, could it be the hormones are imbalanced? Could it be the gut is imbalanced? Yes, but it's also the fact that you more than likely are exposed to varieties of toxins, from the air you breathe to the water. And again, go back a couple weeks ago to the detox shows I did on Detox Your Way Back to Health. It will show you how to get rid of this stuff. But watch, pesticides, herbicides, heavy metals, industrial chemicals, all these things mimic hormones. So I know you're going to think this is nuts, but we talked last week about how insulin and leptin and ghrelin and cortisol, all wildly important. But what would happen if you have a toxin that is doing the same thing those hormones do, but they're not the hormones. So we run this hormone profile on you and they come back normal. And you're like, oh, I don't understand, doc. I thought for sure you'd find my imbalance. And yeah, we did. It's called toxicity. If your hormones are perfect, so if leptin's normal, ghrelin's normal, cortisol's normal, thyroid's normal, you guys understand what I'm saying with this? If all your hormones are normal and you're still not losing weight, you just answered the question. It is a toxicity issue. So the most common sources will be things like we have, I'll call it the pesticides and herbicides found in our foods. We have all the products that we use on a daily basis, right? So like your shampoos and lotions and soaps and perfumes and colognes and all this stuff, personal care products. Okay, so now that we know where it is, you've got to support your liver. And I'm going to tell you this, guys, the whole detox process is inside the Functional Approach to Weight Loss. Like, this ebook is phenomenal, brand new, fresh off the press. In fact, last week I added extras to it, and this week I'm adding even more to it. So if you want the updated copy, 704-906-2094. Just text your name and your email and the word weight loss, and it's yours for free. And next Saturday, guys, you're joining me 10 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to launch a live stream webinar where I'm going to teach you the exact steps. How do you identify vagal nerve issues and fix it? And who are the clinics in the Charlotte or surrounding areas that can do it for you? Number two, how do we actually fix this hormone thing? How do we get tested and save a ton of money? Look, I've been working with LabCorp for almost 17 years now. I got it to the point where they give me special pricing. So like if you were to go to LabCorp by yourself, you're going to pay retail. If you let a physician order them for you, you pay the physician's price. So we are going to say, hey, do you want to get some testing done? You can do this. We have ways of checking your pesticides, your herbicides, your fungicides, your vitamins, your minerals. That's what's so great about today with the technology we have. We can test you and show you why you're not losing weight. So I've got a commercial break coming up, literally like right around the corner. So two things, okay? We're talking today about weight loss resistance. Why is it there? Number one, it's there because A, your hormones are out of balance. B, your gut's out of balance. C, you're not detoxing properly. And we've been just sharing, how do you do this? How do you support your liver's primary detox? Antioxidant-rich foods. This is why berries, nuts, leafy green vegetables, certain herbs can also help with this. Milk thistle's great. You can even do things like hyperhydration. Have you guys heard about this? Drinking a gallon plus of water a day just to flush it out. We can do things like saunas and even therapies to clean your body out, detoxes, etc. Just know you need to clean your liver out. If you want to lose weight, do that instead of going to the gym. If you were to do a liver detox and work on supporting your gut with prebiotics through your diet and get your nervous system fixed, 15, 20, 30 pounds can fly off of you. Hey, when we come back from this quick commercial break, we're going to go into the role of individualized diet plans. We're going to be talking about what are the diets that actually help you to lose weight, like specifically, and we're going to answer some questions that came up during the last show. How do I know if my hormones are causing my weight loss resistance? And here was a good one. What's the first step I should do to begin detoxing to clean up my liver? Hey, it's the Ask Dr. Ernst show. Don't go away. After this quick commercial break, we'll be right back with more on weight loss resistance, how you can break out of it 15 pounds in as little as, 3-4 weeks. And you're getting free access to the Functional Approach to Weight Loss ebook that I just wrote, all free. 704-906-2094. It's 704-906-2094. Call, text, send in your name, your email, and the word weight loss. Hey guys, we'll be right back.
To bring you the best natural wine the world has to offer, we've designed a fully curated membership program. Every selection you receive is different and unique. Every wine is picked by our wine team, lab tested for purity, and curated into a special box for your enjoyment. So how does the membership work? We offer two main options, a half case of 6 bottles or a full case of 12. You can request all reds, all whites, or a perfect split of both. Then you can set the frequency, monthly or every other month. We offer a similar simple membership for rosé and sparkling wines. After you choose these basic options, we'll do the rest. With every box we send you, we aim to present the greatest diversity of flavors, textures, and profiles. There's a healthy mix of the classics, but also rare varietals. We do this because natural wines taste different from their commercial counterparts. We want to share the best possible experience with you so you can discover new wines you love. And you can always reorder a wine that took your heart, or ask us to avoid certain profiles. The best part is, you don't need any wine knowledge to fully enjoy these boxes. We curate our selections to be enjoyed without worry. Ultimately, this is Dry Farm Wines. We are so grateful to be able to share the power of natural wines with you.
Would you like to experience a better night's sleep? Want to feel well rested and ready for your day? Discover an amazing solution with Celient Sleep Recovery. Our Celient Sleep Recovery products are made from a patented yarn embedded with a blend of 13 infrared active minerals. Celient technology never washes out. The benefits will last for their entire lifespan. Minerals reflect the body's own energy by using Celient infrared active technology, boosting your oxygen levels and improving circulation to reach REM sleep gracefully. Our customers love to comfortably sleep throughout the night because of Celient. We've conducted 9 independent clinical studies by well-respected scientific institutions and universities that prove the many positive effects Celient has on the body. Our technology is designed to help you achieve a refreshing sleep recovery. Experience the foundation your body deserves. Start waking up refreshed and always ready for the day ahead. It's time to achieve the best sleep of your life to unlock your hidden potential. Start experiencing a better night's sleep with our Celient Sleep Recovery products today. Celient. Recycle your body's energy.
Hey, this is Towns from Lenny Boy. We were founded in 2011. In 2012, we became the only certified organic kombucha that's made in the Southeast. And now in 2013, we're taking it up one more notch and making alcoholic kombucha. We are now an official North Carolina state licensed brewery. We're still going to have our traditional non-alcoholic kombuchas, our strawberry, ginger, Lost Rose, and kombucha beer. It's going to be the first in the Southeast, one of the only ones in the country. One of our first kombucha beers is a cantaloupe mint. It's going to come in at about 5.7% alcohol. Another flavor that we're coming out with is our Downright Root. It's a ginger and sweet potato kombucha beer and at 9% alcohol. We use North Carolina certified organic hops in all of our kombucha beer. It still has all the great B vitamins and probiotics in it. It just ranges from 1% alcohol all the way up to 11% ABV. Look for our non-alcoholic kombucha and our kombucha beer within North Carolina. Our tap room is going to be opening up here in the next couple weeks. Come try all of our new flavors and some of our great old flavors. Remember, always leave it better than you found it.
Purity Coffee is setting a new standard for healthy coffee. We lab test to be free of pesticides, mold, and mycotoxins, and we roast for high antioxidant and low acrylamide levels. When it comes to your coffee, purity matters. You will be able to taste and feel the difference. For first-time customers, we are offering 15% off new orders with the code YouTube. A lot of our customers say that purity makes them feel as good as it tastes.
Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Hey, welcome back. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst show. My name is Dr. Aaron Ernst. We are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and we're also on the airways, News Talk 1110, WBT 99.3 FM as well. Thank you for tuning in today. At the top of the hour, we started a conversation that I think is fun called weight loss resistance. What the heck is this thing? Why are so many of us struggling to lose weight? And what do we do about this? And all during the top of the hour, I've been giving away free access to my functional approach to weight loss. It is an ebook. I had 2 people ask me to print it and mail it to their house. It's a little complicated. Instead, you text your name and your email to 704-906-2094. What we'll do is we'll just email it directly to you. Why is it so hard to print this? It's an electronic book with links that you click that take you to all kinds of fun recipes and information and packets. And so it's not a book the way you think of a book. It is an e-book, meaning electronic. And yes, that right there is someone calling in trying to get it, but don't call in because I'm live. What we do instead is we text, okay? You guys can do this, right? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Open up your phone. Go to the texting app or the chat app or whatever you use to send a text, an SMS or an iMessage. You would say 704-906-2094. Then you click on the section that says, what do you want to send? And you would say weight loss. Then you hit return. Then you say, my name is John Smith. Hit return. And my email is johnsmith@gmail.com. Send. Guys, that's all it takes. It's that easy. The ebook is yours. Next Saturday, by the way, it is the second Saturday of June, right around the corner. Guess what? We're doing a masterclass on all of it. We're going to combine together the last 3 weeks of shows, the neural connections, chiropractic, vagus nerve, and your ability to lose weight. How do you find it, detect it? And I'm going to little tease you guys, okay? If you attend the masterclass and you're in the greater Charlotte area, we have free offers for you to have things like thermography and posture evaluations and ways to find out if your vagus nerve is interfered with. If you don't live in the greater Charlotte area, we can help you find clinics. We have affiliates that are all over the United States. Lots of them, thousands of doctors who follow the same chiropractic technique that Cornerstone Health Centers, who partners with Ask Dr. Ernst, do. And the week before, we talked about how it's your hormones that are the reason you can't lose weight. So this thing called weight loss resistance is legitimately real. It's even diagnostic. There's a code, an ICD-10 code that says this is classic weight loss resistance. So what we're doing today is we're talking about what is it? What is weight loss resistance? And I hope that you think that it's pretty self-explanatory, right? Someone who is resistant to losing weight. And it means you're doing everything right, so you think, and you're not losing weight. You know, I'm working all the time, I'm eating the right way, and I'm not losing weight. Dr. Ernst, I'm frustrated. I joined every gym. I even have a personal trainer, and he's scratching his head going, I don't know why you're not losing weight. And I hired a dietitian, and she gave me the weight loss diet, and I'm not losing weight. Or it worked, and I lost 5 pounds, and I was super happy, but it's been 2 weeks, and I'm still at only the 5 pounds down. I didn't gain anything extra, but I haven't lost any more. That's weight loss resistance. Okay, so we discussed this concept, weight loss resistance. It is real, it exists, and it's almost always because of either a neurological imbalance in how your brain talks to your organs of weight loss, or number 2, it's because the hormonal balance is off, or number 3, it's because your thyroid is out of balance, or number 4, it's because your insulin levels are out of balance, or number 5, it's because your gut is not balanced, or number 6, it's because your toxins are out of balance, or number 7, it's because your diet isn't feeding you what you need to burn fat. So now's where we go a little bit into the science. And again, all of it's in the ebook. Don't forget to take a moment, 704-906-2094. A functional approach to weight loss can be yours. It's an ebook, it's free. and the masterclass next Saturday free. Okay, so 704-906-2094. Name, email, the word weight loss, hit send, and we'll send the stuff to you. Okay, did you know that the human body can burn fat? And in fact, it prefers to burn fat because let's do some basic science. There's only 3 things we can use to make energy. Technically, there's 4, but we'll go into that later. You can use sugar, you can use proteins, you can use fat. You can also use ketones. So sugars, proteins, fats, and ketones. If we're using sugar, there's the citric acid cycle, but what tends to happen is we become inefficient at burning sugar, so we only get about a third of the way through it. Think of the citric acid cycle as like a V12. There's 12 different steps. This has to turn into this, which has to turn into this, which has to turn into this. 12 pistons. And if they're all firing, and off you go, you're losing weight. So what if the first 3 pistons are the only ones firing? Like that's would be sugar. So sugar can take us only so far. We need enzymes and cofactors and nutrients to help those converted substrates turn into energy. CoQ10 is a big one. Magnesium is a big one. Alpha ketoglutarate is a big one. So what we tend to see, and I'm being just fully transparent as a physician, someone who works in the holistic space, doctor of natural medicine, doctor of chiropractic, doctor of humanitarian services, a certified functional physician. Ready for this? Most people are not feeding themselves with the remainder of what they can burn. There's not enough protein, and there's not enough fat, and there's not enough vitamins and minerals. So what if your weight loss resistance is just simply you don't have the needed ingredients to burn fat? Dr. Ernst, what is needed to burn fat? I thought it was exercise and diet. No. It's real simple. What does it take to burn a piece of wood? Well, it takes wood. You have to have it. It takes air, and it takes a spark, right? Some sort of heat source. So you can use friction to engage the heat and start the fire, right? Get the wood burning. But you need to have air. This is why people are always like, right? They're blowing air onto it to increase the burning capacities. So in a fire analogy, outside, like backyard fire, you need the wood, you need the air, and you need the flame. And then you can make a fire. Okay, so let's look at it this way. What is the wood in your body's analogy? Well, you want it to be fat, right? I want to burn fat. Well, you're also going to burn muscle, just so you know. And you're going to burn water. So it's fat, muscle, water. And so if I want the burning to take place, I have to say, I need to give myself what I want to burn. Makes sense? If I want to make a wood fire, I better get some wood. If I don't have any wood, I can't burn a wood fire. Now, I might have charcoal, and I'll be like, well, you know, I can do that, but like it's not very efficient. It doesn't work very well, so I'm going to go burn this charcoal. Some of you are going to argue with me. Charcoal's really good, Dr. Ernst. Why are you slamming charcoal? It's just an analogy. It's what came to my mind. Wood fire, you need wood. If you don't have wood, you're going to look around. Look, there's a bag of charcoal. I can burn that. So think of it this way. You want to burn fat, but you're not eating fat because you bought into the lie that is called big food, big pharma, big government. Go low fat and you'll lose weight. Listen, I don't know if you guys have noticed something. We eat very low fat foods in the United States. Wouldn't you agree? There's fat-free this and fat-free that and fat-free everything, and yet we're full of fat. Let that sit in just for a second. Let's see if we can marinate on that for a minute. The less fat I eat, the fattier I get. Bingo, because the wood, the fat, is not there, so you have to burn something else. Now, what is it the next thing that we burn? Well, we burn carbs and we burn protein. Did you know that proteins can turn into carbohydrates? So watch this. If you're not eating enough fat to burn the fat you have, then your body will say, well, there's a bag of charcoal right there called the bicep, and I'm going to go yank protein out of it. Alanine is an amino acid found in muscle tissue that can turn directly into sugar. Metabolically, that can happen. And so your body's not stupid. It's going to be like, well, for some reason, they went low fat. We don't know why, but we need to burn energy. So we're going to take muscle tissue, rip it apart, Find the alanine, turn it into sugar, because we can very easily do sugar. But then it's only the first 3 pistons of the 12 pistons needed, and then that's why people are so tired. That's why you eat and you're like, yeah, man, I feel really, that's why I feel really, because sugar only lasts for so long. Now watch, biochemically, fat has 9 kilocalories of energy per gram. Sugar only has 4. Protein has 4. So even if you had a sugary protein snack, you don't even come close to the amount of energy found in fat. And here's why. Fatty acids have chains of fatty acids, right? So what makes them called a fatty acid. And the fatty acids can be broken down and burned for fat, but there's this anchor to all fats called glycerin or glycerol. And what's unique is once the fatty acids are cleaved off to be burned for energy, the glycerol can actually turn into sugar. And then you get the last burn. So you get 3 fatty acid molecules, and you get 1 glycerin molecule or glycerol. So you get the sugar burn at the end. So it's like every time you burn fat, you automatically burn sugar. So if you want to burn fat, you must eat fat. And I know what a lot of you are saying, like, oh, Dr. Ernst, if I eat fat, I'm going to get fat. Well, prove me wrong. I want you to eat nothing but fat. So breakfast is a bowl of fat. Lunch is a bowl of fat. Dinner is a bowl of fat. And you're going to lose weight, just so you know. Like it's pretty much guaranteed. Well, Dr. Ernst, that sounds disgusting. Like physically, like I'm supposed to just... No. We add fats to the foods you're eating. This is why this bulletproof coffee or bulletproof teas are so popular with intermittent fasters. They don't eat breakfast and they drink warm beverages with fats blended into it. So it's a fatty breakfast. Then for lunch, they'll have fats, nuts and seeds, and raw cheeses, and avocados, and olives. They eat lots and lots of fat. And because they understand that proteins are also needed, they eat proteins. And because they know they need to burn fat and proteins to lose weight, you guys understand, it's a very basic equation. If you lose 10 pounds of fat, 1/3 of that is muscle. 10 pounds of weight. So let's say I lose 10 pounds. So we celebrate. Yay, I lost 10 pounds. Well, you didn't. I mean, you did. But what'd you lose? Well, I lost some fat. Must have. Well, usually 2/3 if it's healthy. And I lost some muscle. Oh, it looks like you're losing muscle mass. No, that's normal. Okay, when you lose weight, however much weight you lose, 2/3 of it should be fat and 1/3 of it should be muscle. So like, again, if you lose 20 pounds, 10 of it should be muscle and 20 should be fat. So we go, yay, 30 pounds down and 1, 2, 3. I think I did that backwards. You get the idea. 30 pounds, weight loss, 2/3, 20 pounds should be fat, 1/3 or 10 pounds should be muscle. Whoa, I just lost 10 pounds of muscle. Well, it's true, but you lost 20 pounds of fat. So your total net was 30 pounds. So I've lost these 30 pounds now. And now I want to get my muscle back and I don't want to get my fat back. So we keep eating moderately high proteins, very low carbohydrates, and we keep our fats down a little bit. We bring the fats down to eat the proteins. And so it's just real simple. You eat what you want to burn. Okay? So if we understand this the right way, you can now create an individualized nutritional plan just for you. And if you want to go even deeper into it, we can actually find out, do you have sensitivities to certain foods? There are at-home tests, which are finger stick pricks of blood, just drip, drip, drip. And it'll come back on your phone and tell you, do not eat these foods because they are toxic to you. You are sensitive. They call these food sensitivities. But this list of foods over here you can eat. So now you see the cool thing is this? You, my friend, are now the dietitian. You are the doctor. I know what I shouldn't eat. I know what I should eat. I ran a food sensitivity panel. You can order them online. Everlywell is a great one that we use. They're about $250. And they come on your phone. 200 foods are scored to say, should you eat them or not? Obviously, it makes sense. Don't eat the foods you're sensitive to and eat the foods you're not. And you'll elevate your fats, cut your carbs down, and keep your proteins moderate. And that helps you to break this thing called weight loss resistance. Also, think about it this way. You need to confirm that you have the correct amount of nutrients. So we need things like CoQ10 and magnesium and vitamin D and water. Here's what's unique about how the body burns things. In the environment that we live in, we would never, My screen presenter is going down. Battery-wise, right? We would never pour water on an open fire and expect it to burn. But in the human body, we pour water on things for it to burn. So when you burn fat, you need water. When you burn sugars, you need water. When you burn proteins, you need water. I know it sounds weird, but water is required for the body to burn things. And so many of you are just dehydrated. So let's go to basic nutrient needs to burn fat. Water, oxygen, and a fuel source. So we need to get you exercising to increase your oxygen, not to make you lose weight, guys, not to make you lose weight, to increase your oxygen. We need to get you hydrated because most people are dehydrated. According to the studies that you'll find online, 75% of Americans don't have enough water inside their bodies, so they can't even burn fat to start with. And we need to make sure that you have the nutrients you need to burn fat. If you want to burn fat, you need to eat fat. You need to make sure you're eating the fatty vitamins, vitamin A, D, E, and K, because they're required for fat burning. You need certain substrates like coenzyme Q10 and magnesium, and often alpha-ketoglutarate, which are just basic nutrients. If you start taking these, guess what happens? Boom. Okay, so if we want to get more specific into the diets now, I'm going to recommend that you download the Functional Approach to Weight Loss. It's a brand new ebook. I've been giving this away for the last 2 weeks. Last week, we almost hit a world record. I'm trying to do 200. Can I give 200 of these ebooks away for free? We were in the 180 range. That's pretty cool, though. 180 people last week. The week before that, we had 196. So that's pretty cool. So let's see if we can do 200 today. So it's like the challenge. And I'll sweeten the deal a little bit. If you're the 200th person to text in today, I'll give you a gift certificate to Cornerstone Health Center to get some of the supplements like the butyric acids that help you to burn your body fats, a short chain triglycerides. We have this product called Gut Basics. It's a short chain fatty acid that helps seal the intestines and get out. We'll give you a bottle of vitamin D, which is MCT oil fused D3, and we'll give you one of the major amino acid supports. So you're getting 3 supplements. It's about a $75 value. I'm just going to do it like for free. Boom, today. If you're number 200. So I need to see ping, 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 and I'll count them. And whoever the 200th person is, because it happens, right? We're going to get it. We're going to get 200. I'll give you that $75 gift card to buy those 3 things. The Gut Basics short chain triglycerides, the vitamin D3 liquid, and this thing called Super Intestine, which is an intestinal cleanser and a branched chain amino acid support that makes your body break out of the nutrient deficiencies that so many of us have. So that's completely free. How do you get it? You just text in the word weight loss with your name and email to 704-906-2094. You'll get the ebook. If you're the 200th downloader, and listen, maybe you send it like 5 times, and then by the time we count them, oh, you're the, I'm just kidding. Like just, do your best. And you also get free access to the masterclass that we're hosting in just 1 week, guys. It's like literally next week, and it's free. Okay, so to summarize, as I only have, about 5 minutes left, weight loss resistance is the inability for you to lose weight despite consistent efforts with diet, exercise, and whatever, yoga, meditation, prayer, Pilates, you name it. It is caused by hormone imbalances. We talked about that last week. Chronic inflammation because of hormone imbalance, nutrient deficiencies, which we talked about this week, poor gut health, and toxic exposures like pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, all that stuff. The key hormones that are involved are insulin, cortisol, thyroid, and leptin and ghrelin. And balancing these hormones is done through changing your mental approach. It's not working harder in the gym or working harder with your diet. It's getting some tests done. I know what you're thinking automatically. I have to actually spend money on this. Look, it's way less than the cost of a personal trainer. Believe it or not, personal trainers are expensive. Like very expensive compared to what you could pull off by yourself if you spent, $200 on a blood test to check all your hormones and have one of my physicians scan through it and then tell you the program you should do. Like, think about how cool this is. There's only 5 different hormone patterns. If you come back with hormone pattern number 3, we could email you protocol number 3 and off you run and you lose a ton of weight. It's just the cost of the test. We understand that your gut's wildly involved. I use this analogy at the top of the hour that like throwing probiotics into an intestine and expecting it to be sealed and healed is like putting 5 individuals representing 5 different nations into China and saying we fixed the streets, we cleaned up everything. China's now healthy. The people are perfect. No, it's not going to work like that. So we need to not just do probiotics, but we need to do prebiotics to make sure we're getting the fibers that are fermentable to create short-chain triglycerides. Then we talked about how detoxing is so wildly important and that there can be genetic imbalances in your methylation, your glucuronidation, your acetylation. These are just fancy terms for how you clean your liver out. And some of you are just stuck because you need some help with that. Then we talked about how we need to also get things out like pesticides and herbicides and fungicides and heavy metals and all the junk you put on you because of your lotions and shampoos and deodorants and all that stuff. And lastly, for today's show, we talked about how personalizing your nutrition, finding what is going on, looking at your food sensitivities. Look, Everly Well, you just heard it, Everly, Everly, well.com sells a comprehensive food panel. It's completely at home. You don't need a physician. You just order it. They ship it to your house. You prick your finger. You drop your blood in a couple wells. You ship it out. And on your phone, there's an app, and it'll go pling. Your results are back. And the phone will help you read it and understand it. Long story short, it'll give you a list of like, do not eat these foods. They are no good for you specifically. But you can eat this stuff. And so now you know what you should and shouldn't eat. And then we talked about how if you want to burn fat, you need to eat fat. Hey, if you want to burn sugars all day long, which I don't recommend, eat sugars. If you want to burn protein, which we don't really recommend either because you should be building protein, then eat a lot of protein. But what we want to do is burn fat. So we eat high amounts of healthy fats. One listener's texting in, going right now, can you give us a list of the good fats to focus on? Okay, ready? I'm not talking about just fat in general. Avocados, coconut oils, MCT oils, short-chain triglyceride oils, SCTs, those are great. Nuts and seeds, the things you find in the foods you eat. So like grass-fed beef has fat in it, chicken has fat in it, fish have fat in it. So we're not just literally like scooping fat out of a jar and swallowing it. I mean, you could do that, but we want to cook with them. Duck fat, beef tallow, butter, lard. Just kidding. Lard's off the list because it's usually pork-based and it's terrible for you. So we want to do like beef fats and butters and coconut oils and avocado oils. And then we want to eat the foods that are high in fat. So something I like to do is I like to grab a food and just look at it and be like, is there more fat than protein? And is there more protein than carbohydrates? Oh, this is huge. Is there more fat than proteins and more proteins than carbs? Because if it goes in that order, fats high, proteins middle, carbs low, I know that's a good thing to eat. So that's another secret tip you can do when looking at the foods you pick. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative. You know why? Because this is the last show before our masterclass next week. So take a moment right now and text your name, the word weight loss, and your email to 704-906-2094. We're going to send you this ebook for free, Functional Approach to Weight Loss. It's all yours for free. And you get access to the masterclass where I'm going to take you step by step how to identify your vagal nerve interferences, what clinics you can go to for free to get a vagal nerve exam. How do we find out if your hormones are out of balance? So if the ghrelin, leptin, cortisol, etc. There are tests, and while they have an expense, we can help you save a ton of money. And then we're also going to assist your process in teaching you how to eat properly. All of it's in the ebook. And you just need to do it right now. 704-906-2094. Text the word weight loss with your name and email. Thanks for tuning in today. I look forward to seeing you guys every single week. We're looking for a show topic for next week. So if you want to let us know, AskDrErnst.com. Click on the contact section at the top right-hand corner. There's also a lot of free resources, recipes, ebooks, and guides for you on our website. Hey, thanks, and I'll see you guys next week. Be blessed. Until then, bye-bye.